Good morning, good morning. We are in our White Light Oracle series where we are pulling a card each day and then reading from the book to hear the words from author. Um, my brain is like, we're going to jumble up the words in your head now. Alana Fairchild. So we're learning from her and receiving her wisdom. But then you need to have your notebook and pen ready because we do automatic writing afterwards, connecting with whomever we feel called to after we're done reading from the book. It's been fairies, it's been Chiron, it's been goddesses, it's been higher self, it's been all over the place. Angels. So I'm always excited to see like who's going to be coming through today. Have on your notebook paper, I like to write, put the date on there so I know for future reference. Also, at the top of the page, White Light Oracle, and then you'll be writing and you can already right now, but I don't know what the title is yet. But of the title of the card, I like to write like this one here is Lasya of Parvati. So I would write that on the top line there. So once we pull the card, we can do that. But we'll do like a quick little, oh, I didn't light my candle. So get your little setup ready. Have your notebook, have your pen, have your coffee or tea, light your candles. Really come into this sacred space in a way of making it sacred, like making this time sacred, because this is a time with you and spirit and your higher self, and it's important. So we'll do a little cleansing and cleanse and clear all energy that does not belong here. Send it back to which it came with love. Let it be, let it be. Cleansing and clearing all energy that does not belong here. Let it come back to which it came with love, never to come back again. Amen, amen, amen. Okay. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in, pulling out the beautiful Mother Earth energy, grounding down into her, breathing in. Breathing out with that audible sigh. Releasing all that no longer serves you. Breathing in. And release. Breathing in from Father Sun through our crown. Breathing in clarity, cleansing, clearing, and alignment. Breathing in. Release. You can wiggle your shoulders, your neck, do any stretching, whatever you need to do to really settle in and feel firmly settled into this present moment. Breathing in. Breathing into our heart space, bringing those two energies together, of divine masculine and divine feminine, creating this beautiful balance energy and sending that throughout our whole energetic field. Breathing in. One last breath here. We're going to hold it for a couple seconds at the top. Breathing in. Hold. And release. Calling in our angels and our guides, our higher selves, calling in Jesus, Mary, Magdalene, and Freya too, calling in our ancestors of love and light, ascended masters, Ascension Council, Galactic Council, those are the highest of high of love and light, and only those are the highest of high of love and light, to come here together this morning to help us to be clear channels, receiving and giving the exact messages in which we are meant to receive for our highest good in this moment. Also calling in and asking assistance from archangels Michael, Metatron, Uriel, Azrael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Shamuel to be here with us gathered today to help keep this space a sacred space, cleansed and cleared of all energy that does not belong here, and amplifying all energy that does. Anasianotu, Ianatianosu. Please help us to come to the table with clear intentions. Please help us to have clear sight, clear knowing, clear feeling, clear hearing, clear receiving of anything that's coming through, so that way we can receive in such a way in which it is not tainted by past judgment or ego or any way that we feel like we need to twist it for our to make it to how we our egos want it, but to be able to receive it purely from spirit, and receive it with an open heart and open mind and open spirit. Okay. Amen. And so it is. Cheers. Okay, here we go. Today is day number, I don't remember, 22 or 23. No, 23, because I think yesterday was 22, wasn't it? Because that was our halfway point. So we are over halfway point now. And again, what next? Our next book that we're going to be reading through to doing this is, I'm excited about, is The Divine Feminine. So this book is full of different goddesses and whatnot. So there's Joan of Arc, Mirabai, Myoshan, Shakana, all these different ones. And so I'm excited about this. It's not as big of a book as the other one, but I think it's going to be perfect for what we need in this moment in this journey. Okay, today's card is Archon Barbelo. Archon Barbelo. Or Archon? No, Archon, right? I don't know. But I'm excited. Let's see what she has to share with us. I've never even heard that name before, so 10. If you have any history with that, with her, please share. Okay. If it is a her, I don't know. We'll see. Your biology and gender are creative and powerful means for you to express your soul path. Sometimes you may feel limited by gender constraints or stereotypes, but your spirit can never, that's funny how I was saying if it's a her, I don't know. Okay. But your spirit can never be restricted or controlled. Embrace the journey, what it feels like to be you in your own body. There is so much benefit and healing to be gained through an embrace of your life journey, including the deeper experience of absolute freedom of your spirit. Archon Barbelo is an angel, goddess, divine mother, sacred space. Amen. She is mysterious and powerful. She is inviolable purity and truth of being. The spiritual essence within you that is eternal and cannot be tainted or distorted. Her presence in a reading is a sign that any errors in judgment shall be corrected and any losses shall be restored. If you have been off your path or become disconnected with your real self, she is the innate understanding and power within your heart that pulls you back into authentic connection and true direction. Archon Barbelo teaches the soul the mystery of how we can be in a male or female body and yet have characteristics of both the masculine and feminine within us. She also helps us understand how androgynous spiritual essence can embrace masculine and feminine energies to accomplish its higher purpose. This spiritual essence is beyond gender and is not altered by it in any way. I think we have all had, I don't want to say that with like definitive, but I feel like we've probably have all had, I know I have had past lives where I've been masculine, like where I've been a male. So I'm sure you probably have too. Or vice versa if you are male. Okay. And that's, and I think whenever we have like, and it's been a strong lifetime, then I don't know, maybe it resonates deeper within us the next time or through the other ones. Anyway, when a connection to the androgyny of the spirit is experienced authentically, there is no rejection of the biology of the body, nor the gender-based experiences that the soul has chosen to fulfill its spiritual mission. We can enjoy our inner masculine and feminine energies, engage with them to create, celebrate, grow spiritually, and heal our soul. Every soul has a unique path, and yet every soul is here to find the way home to divine love and inner truth. The feminine energies in every soul empower our ability to embrace what is and find compassion. This allows for the mercy, forgiveness, and wisdom that start with what is and hold space for evolution into what can be. The masculine energies in every soul encourage exploration, development, and inquiry, stimulating us to question everything, which can lead to discernment and higher understanding and keep us strong. This ensures that negativities are banished from our personal space before they can undermine our personal healing and spiritual progress. Archon Barbelo helps us fully understand the masculine and feminine principles as creative, interesting, and powerful methods of expression rather than definitions of who we are. The value of the body, of gender, and biology as ways for the soul to experience and express itself is complemented by freedom that comes with understanding the spiritual path you are. Spiritual part of you is entirely, what in the world? Where did I get? Totally. I don't know what I was reading. So I just feel like I'm off my mellow path. Speaking of path, because that wasn't the word, it was part. So I got to rewind here for a second. To experience and express itself is complemented by the freedom that comes with understanding the spiritual part of you is entirely free from constructs of any kind. You can retreat to the sacred, pure, untouched place within when you need to replenish your reserves of wisdom and willpower for your journey. Connecting with this part of you can remind you that whilst your life journey and your experiences are important and help you to grow, they do not determine who and what you are. You exist in the realm of Archon Barbelo, the pure light of divine presence. Your spirit is always nestled beneath her radiant wings. Yet to shine that light in the world where it is most needed requires you to have a soul journey as a human being in a physical body with biology and gender. If you have any concerns about this or wish to bring healing to those who have such concerns, this oracle brings encouragement. Ask for help and healing from divine spirit that all souls find truth in their journey, blessed with mercy, wisdom, grace, and compassion. Amen. And so it is. Okay. Yes. Doesn't the world need that right now? Like all this, so much we need to, everybody, all these people, we all need to realize how much of that we are androgynous whenever it comes to our spirit, and that so stop fighting over I don't know, male, female, which by the way, squirrel moment and totally, I don't know, just random, but my son wanted to go to what's it called, the Shake Shack for his birthday lunch the one day, so we took him there. They have gender neutral bathrooms, and it was not a thing. There was 2 of them. So it wasn't just everybody using one like a gas station bathroom where it was all stinky, but it was 2, and each of them had a urinal and the regular toilet. And so it was fine. It was fine. It was normal. It wasn't, nobody was going, there's a man in the women's bathroom or there's a woman in the men's bathroom. And so why can't they all be like that? All right, carrying on. Healing process. Okay. Connect consciously to your breath as it flows. I'm so sorry. Bathroom talk right in the middle of our deep soul connecting and healing. Okay. Connect consciously to your breath as it flows in and out. Become fully present in this moment. When you are ready, rest your hands in prayer against your heart. Sense your feminine energies in your left hand and your masculine energies in your right hand. So there brings a question. So I'm sorry, another squirrel moment, but so if your masculine energies are in your right hand and feminine in your left hand, or those that are left-handed, I'm not, I'm just curious. Are they more, I'm curious if they're more sensitive or if there's a thing to that. Okay. Find them intermingling. They are different with from each other, yet equally powerful and important. With your hands lightly pressing together, expand your awareness to include your heart. Feel the contact of your hands against your chest. Your heart is the third awareness, the sense of yourself as a pure, loving spiritual being, sacred masculine, sacred feminine, divine spirit. Allowing yourself to recognize the sacred triune nature of your soul can bring a healing bliss. When you are ready, relax your hands and say the following invocation aloud. So again, I'll do this slowly. I'll say a line, you repeat out loud, and then at the end of it, I'll read the whole thing aloud to where you could just pretty much go, Amen. I call upon the luminous wisdom, grace, and love of our spiritual mother and spiritual father, united in the light of Archon Barbelo. I accept the gift of this body, mind, and soul for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I ask for healing, protection, and guidance. May all beings recognize their true spiritual nature and find happiness and freedom through their authentic spiritual journey. So now I'll read it all together. I call upon the luminous wisdom, grace, and love of our spiritual mother and spiritual father, united in the light of Archon Barbelo. I accept the gift of this body, mind, and soul for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I ask for healing, protection, and guidance. May all beings recognize their true spiritual nature and find happiness and freedom through their authentic spiritual journey. Amen. And so it is. Give your body some love, self-hug, rest, ground, hydrate. You have completed your healing process. Okay, so at the beginning of this, it said, Archon Barbelo is an angel, goddess, divine mother, and sacred space. So how are we wanting to connect with that then? Are we going to connect? So let's see, are we to connect with her? Are we connecting to our higher selves? And connecting with our higher selves in this way of connecting with both our masculine and our feminine? Let me find out. Let's see. And you can ask anytime. So anytime I ask in this way, if you ask for yourself over there on your side of the screen, and if you ask over there and you get a different answer, that's totally cool. You can do that. You can connect in that way. So if I ask right now and I say, am I supposed to connect with Archon Barbelo? And forgive me, Archon, if that is totally butchering your name. So if we are connecting to her, or if we are, then if I get a no, then I'll ask about the higher self. But so if you get a yes, and then not your higher self, then you can do that, or vice versa. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, here we go. Are we to connect with Archon Barbelo as the angel? Yes. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So if you got a no, if you're wanting to get a no, if you feel like in your gut and soul, you're supposed to be doing with your higher self in the way of bringing those two things, your divine feminine, divine masculine together, or whatever it is for you, do that. This is your practice, right? Not my practice, but your practice and our practice, kind of, whatever. Okay. Okay, let's take one nice big deep breath in and out. So we're going to find that rhythm of our breath to be able to get us into this nice meditative state. Breathing in and out, in and out. And really feeling your connection. What we're wanting to do this morning is we're going to be sending out our, with each exhale, you can think of your energy field. And you can open your eyes for a second if you already have them closed. But you can think of your energy field, and with our breath, that pulsating, in and out, in and out. And with each breath, full breath out. It's like spreading out, spreading out, spreading out, spreading out. And so as it is, because it's going to be, we're spreading it down to, we're grounding deeper and deeper, wider and wider, and connecting higher and higher on a higher frequency, raising our frequency. This is the intention that we are putting out there, to be able to raise our frequency, to be able to connect higher on a higher plane, to be able to connect on a higher frequency, to be able to get a clearer connection, to help us really get the messages in which we are meant, that we are trying to receive, that we are meant to receive. So again, we are putting out Oyanasianotu. Then after we do this, we are going to be I'll say when we pick up our pen, and then you just write for 7 to 10, and then I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so breathing in nice and slow. If you need to get like settled in your seat again, you can. If you need to stretch, if you need to wiggle, if you need to do whatever you need to do to get settled in and comfortable to where you feel like you can just kind of drop into like this meditative state. So breathing, find that rhythm of breathing that feels like that pulsating. We're calling in Archon, Barbelo, asking to receive the messages in which we are meant to receive for our highest good in this moment. In and out. Feeling our heart space just open up. Picking up your pen, I will see you in 7 to 10. Okay, there we go. I hope you are getting as much out of this as I am. I really appreciate you being my study buddy and showing up with me in this way to help us, because it's a practice, right? And so you have to keep showing up in this way to get better at it, right? So we're strengthening that cord, strengthening that connection of, now I'm just picturing the string going through my ears, boop, 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 of connection with spirit and helping us to keep like building that connection and that relationship. With any relationship, you've got to show up for it, right? So we're showing up for it. We're showing up. Much love.